Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Make sure my audio's good. Make sure my audio's good before we get fired up. Okay, looks like we good. I see my levels are in the green and hitting the yellow a little bit. So we good on that note. Appreciate you guys for being here. Raven C, like he said, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. That's what we need to do. Hit the like button. So, for those that are here early, this is what we're gonna start doing. So when I get back to doing the films, not live and like doing the research and breakdown, I'm going to pick a comment out of the comment section and answer it, before I start the video. So if there's a question you want to ask when the live video is over with, or even if you're watching this later, put your comment in the bottom of the I'm sorry, not in the bottom. Put your comment down below, and then I'll pick one to answer it the next time I stream or the next time I do a live video. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but 30 of you guys at this point chose to be here with me, especially with the NBA draft going on. So it won't be long. It won't be long. Won't be long. Won't be long. Here I go. So you got hoodie coach today because this might be this video might not be like the normal happy videos and whatnot. And so we're gonna talk about the unused soldier. Everybody know who the unused soldier is because they made some comments. And had those comments not been made, this video probably would not be made. I'd probably be focusing on, the O line up front or something else. But since you open your mouth, and I'm still a fan. Don't get it twisted. But since I'm still a fan, but when you open your mouth and talk, you got to be able to back it up. Got to be able to back it up. And I know the people with blinders on are going to say it's Lamar's fault because Lamar couldn't throw accurate pass and whatnot. And at that point, we kind of dividing the fan base. So I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a stack, as they say. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Appreciate you, Jared, for the deuce. My Pistons suck. Just chilling, coach. Yeah, I like the Heat, and I think the Heat got a decently pickup. But Marquise Hollywood Brown. That's where we going. We got 4 plays from Sunday's game. And let's just see what happened, man. Some people gonna blame Lamar, some people gonna blame Hollywood. I'm just gonna give you the facts, let you see it for yourself, and give you my little taste of football knowledge that I have and my opinion. That's what we in. We're in an opinion-based business. All right. So let me get back to the beginning of this play. Got all 22 views. All right. So you got somebody coming in motion right here. I think this is Andrews. I'm gonna point out Hollywood. This is Hollywood right here. So let's just watch it, then we'll come back and talk about it. And let out and up. Incomplete. Now, the analysis of this. Again, that's Hollywood right there. He's going to run an out and up. In my mind, the out and up, you should stab hard like you're actually running an out so the guy bite on it. To me, this looks just like a rounded, curved route. To me. Does he sell his out route? He does to a certain extent. I'm a little bit too harsh on him. But the negative I will say about it, and I don't know if it's intended to, and some of the way he run these routes may be intended to do that, and I just don't know it because I'm not in the meetings or the playbook. But I'm just gonna go off what I see and make my best assumption. But if I'm him, if I'm coaching him, if I'm telling him what to do, this route should be here, here, then here. It shouldn't be here, out, and up. Now, what's the difference in those two lines? Just this space right here. The difference between these two lines is the space right here. Whereas Lamar got 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 yards to the sideline. As right here, he got maybe 1 or 2 yards to the sideline. That's a whole lot of room for error. So if he's running this line right here, ain't much room for error for Lamar. On top of the fact that, I don't know if y'all can see this, but y'all see these little tick marks? There's a whole nother defender on the other side of those tick marks that's undefeated in football ever. That white line is undefeated in football. 1,000,000. So when you use that guy as an extra defender, you're going to win. Because if you step out, you can't come back in and touch it. Or if I force you out, you can't come back in and touch it. So that solid white line up there is undefeated. But let's watch. And see, nothing impeded him from going straight up. So now he's pushing to the sideline, closing down on the space already. Stick his foot in the ground, which, had it been an out route, good. Jackson's coming up on it. But now, Jackson realizes it's not an out route. And watch, all he's going to do is take Hollywood and pin him to the sideline. He pushes him right there. And now they're running stride for stride. Hollywood's running on top of the ticks. There's no room for Lamar to throw this ball. There's almost no way to complete this ball. The only way he can complete this ball is if he makes that throw he made Hollywood's rookie year versus Arizona, maybe. Versus Arizona, maybe. And that was a once in a lifetime, maybe twice in a lifetime throw. Lamar's arm not like that. So I'm not going to even try to sugarcoat that. So that's one play. He really used the sideline to pin him down. On top of the fact that Jackson is bigger and stronger than him. And I don't think Jackson's faster than him, but Jackson used great technique in that play. Let's go on to play 2. Hollywood is right here. See what do you do? Isolated, gets inside leverage. All right, now this throw might not have been catchable. I will give Hollywood that on this one. This throw might not have been catchable, but let's see. So they're going to take him in motion, taking him in motion this way to try to give Hollywood all this over here to work with. Got all this to work with, try to get open, whatnot. The only person over here that can kind of help defend that is this guy. Now he going in motion, so now he's not even there to defend it. So now it's 1-on-1 with the great one, as The Rock used to say. Got him with a little inside leverage move. Got him. Now run away from him. All you got to do now, there's nothing here. There's nothing over here. Just run away from him. Let's see what happens. Maybe it's a throw. Maybe it's not. Stick that foot in the ground right there. Stick that foot in the ground and just get there. Get there. Because the further you go here, the more chance he has to catch up and defend it. Now, I don't know if maybe he pushed you and you couldn't stick your foot in the ground, or I'm not, I can't give you 100% facts because I'm not the wide receiver coach or I'm not in the meeting. So I'm just going off what I see again. He kind of rounds it off, and you're supposed to be a speedster. Run away from him. I'm not supposed to be. You are a speedster. Run away from him. So I'll give this. I'll put this on Lamar. I'm going to tell you why. We're going to get back to the same point I stopped it at. All right, right here. Lamar needs, let me go a little bit of frames to get this off. All right, Lamar needs to throw this ball right up in here. So this is on Lamar. This ball should go almost to this pylon with some loft on it. Not Hollywood on this. This Lamar. And Jackson did a good job of closing. So this one on Lamar. Hollywood, you off the hook on this one. Bad throw by Lamar because you got inside. You won on leverage. You had the open field, and he kind of threw it to the back of the end zone instead of throwing it to the corner of the pylon. All right, let's see. Where's Hollywood here? He's at the bottom of the screen right here. Right there. Deep in route. They run a little dagger concept. And he gets knocked down. Now, I remember watching this play during the game, and I'm wondering who in the world is Lamar throwing to? Especially when they showed it from the back. I'm like, who is he throwing to? But it's Hollywood. Let me tell you the problem I have with this. He drifted. Nah, is that a word, drifted? That's a word? I think it is. Bam, he's settling down right there. So, he should end up coming right down this line, if not coming back to close the space. He, in turn, works here, which allows this guy to split that and break it up. If he comes flat down this line and maybe even comes back down some a little bit, like, because some people, and let's say we run the route right here, some people will come back down the line to create space or to keep the space. And some people, are technicians and are running flat down the line. But what the huge no-no in football is to have this route and run it that way. That's a huge no-no, this is the path that he finna go on right here. See what I'm saying? Even if he was supposed to come down to 50. If he come down to 50 or come back, we still might be good. But you drifting up here toward the 46, 47, that gave him the space to come and knock it down. Had he came right down this line, he'd have been in line to catch that if this guy don't touch it. He'd have been in line to catch that. He'd have been in line to catch that and maybe keep going. Maybe keep going. But he drifted down the field, and which allowed them to undercut it. And hey, that's route running right there. To me, that's route running. And the last play, I think this is the last play. Is this the last play? Yeah, this is the interception, right? I think it's right before half. So basically, what's going to happen here is, obviously Hollywood's at the bottom down here. Jackson is basically going to take him, let him release out here, and pin him to the sideline, and pretty much erase Hollywood. Pretty much. That little stutter did nothing. You'll see him stutter right here on about maybe right around the 30-yard line. It does nothing to Jackson. No, he did it before then. He's not even running full speed yet, so that stutter helped him out. That little stutter right there. Jackson didn't turn his hips, nothing. Technique stayed the same. So that move, that's a wasted move for you. That's a wasted move for you. Like Jackson didn't even respect that move. And now you're still running wide. You're still running wide. And I know I talked about stacking in a little group chat. He didn't even have a chance to stack. Jackson just going to push him to the sideline. He just forced him to the sideline. Just forcing him. So the only way Lamar completes this ball is if he throw it right on this chalk. Now, there's about a handful of people that can make this throw on the regular. Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, maybe Tom back in the day. Matthew Stafford maybe could make that throw when he had Megatron. But that's about all that I know that could even make that throw. So why is your route not better? You want to be a used soldier, which in terms to me, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, means you think you're the number one guy. And which you are the best receiver we got. You got to be the best receiver we got. But don't think in terms of being the best receiver on the Ravens. Your goal should be to be the best receiver in the league, which it probably is, because I don't know you. That should be your goal, to be the best receiver in the league. And that, what I showed right there, is to me, and it's an opinion-based thing, is not number one receiver type stuff. Now, granted, you didn't get the greatest balls from Lamar, so all the blame not just Hollywood, but JC is a two corner. He's a two corner. What if that was Gilmore? I mean, Gilmore's better than this guy. So I don't know. But my thing is just the biggest thing for me. The reason I even did this video, just shut up and play, and not in the means like the other people saying shut up and play, like don't talk about politics or things going on. I mean the game, because you don't have a body of work to be a talker like that. And I know it's out of frustration. I do. I know and people get frustrated. I get frustrated with my job. I'm sure everybody in this chat box get frustrated with their job. But you still just toughen up and do it. Toughen up and do it. Just and maybe them focusing on you has opened up the lanes for Snead. Maybe you're good. Maybe.
Woo. Lamar Jackson in the flesh.
We got a 5 spot from the Tribe 1. He says, noticing in each vid that it's not just Hollywood. Snead's route seemed good, but the other two, no. Lamar throwing contested throws to wide receivers who should be open. Who throws to should be open wide receivers. Right. And that's true. And all this blame, like I said, again, all this blame don't fall on Hollywood. Part of it's Lamar, part of it's scheme. We just a frustrated offensive fan base right now. And we just, and I'm just pointing out what I see on tape. I ain't in the meetings. I ain't here to just be negative Nancy. I'm just giving facts for the people that don't have access to it and maybe don't understand the game as much as I do. But Hollywood, man, get better. Now I will tell you guys to see some pure comedy. If you go on Hollywood's YouTube page, he posted an unboxing for a PS5, which ain't nothing wrong with that because a lot of people have YouTube pages now. A lot of the NFL players and basketball players and stuff do. Those comments under that video are hilarious. When I tell you I'll shed real tears reading them comments, pure gold, pure gold. And now I'm gonna let you. I ain't even tell you about it. But that's it for Hollywood. I'm trying to keep it short today. It's still be about 20 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, I'm gonna have a what I call it, a comment of the day or whatever for this video, which will be featured at the beginning of the next video. And so if you want to probably be a part of that, make sure you comment down at the bottom. Not in the chat box. You got to put a comment down there too. But that's it, man. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Again, like, comment, subscribe. It's Coach Evans with Sip the Tally Films. Check me out on Twitter. It's Coach Evans 9. On IG, it's Sip the Tally. Peace, y'all. If I can find my mouse. Oh, there it is. Not peace, y'all.